The Spotless Far Lap Stakes is a Group 2 for the 3-year-olds. Set weights, 1,500.
And the markets are Albrecht, 550 rock solid, 350 out to 420 for Asher Can. Honorius, 34 into 17 with Sportsbet. 9th Legion, 550 out to 6, 550 into 5 for Tweedini. Look, we might skip down to Force Command, 13, Indianapolis 13, $11 for High Shot. Yeah, that'll do us for now. Unless there's one you want me to read out, Clinton.
No, you can lead, mate.
Look, this is my bet of the day, just at the odds. Sorry, my second bet of the day. Honorius.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look, he's no good on the wet. He's proven that in the past. So you can forget his second up run. You can even, to a large extent, forget his first up run. He's a horse that just needs ground. He probably wants even further than the 1,500. Go back through his form, though. He's a horse that always improves with plenty of racing. He's got G-Boss aboard. I don't think these horses in this race, there's a couple of horses in this race I've got question marks over. I don't know about Albrecht over 1,500 metres. Asher Can's yet to prove himself. He went good last start, but I'm not sure about that race. 9th Legion, can't have him. Tweedini went okay. Just think it's a race where this horse that has proven himself against, what's he got here? 5.5 star in the Derby, but Havastan got beaten short half head in the...
That was 2,000 metres.
It was 2,000 metres. This is 15 though. It's getting a bit closer. It's finished third in the Spring Champion behind It's a Done Deal and Prassier. I know it's 2,000 metres, I know it's 1,500, but those horses are a lot better than these ones, I reckon. So I'll give him some sort of hope.
You are clutching at straws.
I've taken some prices already on the horse. And
Albrecht got beaten a head in a Golden Rose.
Yep.
Right, over 1,400.
Yep.
Asher Can ran 4th in that race, over 1,400. 9th Legion ran 4th in that race, beaten 2.8. Asher Can ran 3rd in that race. That's 1,400 metre form, and it's, I think it's, yeah. Anyway, look, I can't have Albrecht. He's going very plain this preparation for me. Coming back to Sydney might fix him, but I want to see it because he's got me a couple of times. Asher Can's also bobs up, and I did like the way he improved their last start. Complicates a promising horse, so there's no disgrace being beaten by him. Yep. It's price related as to why I'm not tipping him, but I can't tumble into Asher Can as favourite. My comment here next to 9th Legion, one of my comments is, we find out here if he's a contender or a pretender. He's promised on a number of occasions to say that I'm going to step up at some point and show I'm a really good horse. He sort of got, and he just hasn't gone to that next level. He's had 3 runs back. His first run, I'll forgive him because he needs it firm. He then beats Sweet Ella at Sandown. They took him to Bendigo in the Guineas. He was beaten a short head, giving weight to them. I think from barrier 3 at set weights, as I said, I'll find out now if he is a good horse or not.
Yeah.
I've got him on top. I think he gets the right run. He gets his chance. If he gets beaten here, he'll just go on the barred list for me. Okay. But I've got to be with him. These are sort of the horses that are on the up, and you know, it's some years it's a weaker race than others, and I wouldn't say this is the strongest race.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 9th Legion for me. I can't believe you found that. But anyway.
Want a race?
Oh.
Back him each way.
Oh yeah, great. You won't be getting mine, mate. You're obviously getting paid too much. All right, let's go.
That's not the issue, I can assure you.
You like throwing it away then?
I've got to pay back my student loan and I've just bought a new car. I was actually going to talk to you about other things there, but anyway.
Speak to Robbo.
he's pitching around for us to chip in for his shaving there last Saturday. I said,
well, go and speak to him.
Anyway. The Randvet Stakes?
The Randvet Stakes. Do you have a market? Yeah, the Randvet is a Group 1.
It is a Group 1.
It's a weight for age race, 2,000 metres.
It's a good race too.
Who won it last year? Manigault, didn't he?
Manigault won it last year, and he's back this year to defend his crown.
Zavit won it the year before, I think.
For Bossy at 100 to 1.
Can throw up a wobbly result, these couple of spring staying races, autumn staying races in Sydney.
Yeah, and like the Queen Elizabeth at back end of the carnival was a bit like that, isn't it? Even the BMW, yep.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, the BMW. It's thrown up a couple of wobblies, but anyway.
Look, Manigar in his defence, believe it or not, he's 11 into $8 in early betting.
Yep.
We had an early scratch, well, single, but that wouldn't have taken that out.
No.
Sangster's 11 out to 17, Fortella's 17 into 15. I'm going to go through all of them here. Cause
Yeah, oh, mate, go for your life.
Mwingo's 17 into 15, Nia White rock solid at 51. Kalini 26 into 21, into 17, back out to 21. My lucky day 13 out to 15. Gatewood 21 out to 26, back into 21. Marino 126 out to 151. Prince Cherie 34 out to 41, into 31, into 26 now. Silent Achiever 3 out to 340, into 330, back out to 340, 5.5 star, 250 all out to 280.
I've got to let you leave. I've got to let you leave.
All right, I'll preface this by saying I'm
No, don't put disclaimers in front of it. You want to tip it, you tip it, mate.
not tipping it. I'm not tipping it. No.
You haven't stopped talking about the thing for the last 48 hours.
Hang on, no. I wrote a story on it yesterday. I found it very interesting that David Van Dyke's taken a horse out of a no Metropolitans in the last 12 months on a Friday night Canterbury into this race. What's even more interesting though is that bookmakers put up best price you could get about this horse when markets first went up. This is Prince Cherie we're talking about. When markets went up, the BMW was $31. So there's obviously a little bit of opinion even with the bagman. I just thought he was an interesting runner in this race, and I've copped a bit of stick, to say the least, for writing that article yesterday. There's a certain Randwick trainer who probably won't even watch this show, but
No, he wouldn't watch it.
he's given it to me. Mind you, he'd give it to...
He'd boo Santa Claus.
he'd boo Santa Claus, he would, yeah. Look, my
Typical Queenslander.
typical Queenslander. That we were just talking about off air how good the Queenslanders are. So there's an exception to the rule.
Oh, yeah. There's
Rob
a few,
Heathcote's a lovely bloke.
Yeah,
Tony
no, a
Collins.
few blokes are good. Moody's a good bloke, and so is
a good
Brett
bloke.
Kavanagh.
Brett Kavanagh.
This bloke's not.
This bloke's he's a Cowboy supporter.
He's all right.
I'm tipping Kalini here.
Are you?
Yeah, I found Kalini. I want to back this horse in the BMW as well, but I can only get $17 for it. So if any of the bookmakers can give me something more than that, let me know. I thought his first up run was real good, and there was a bit of money for him, which is always a good sign for a stayer. That was on a heavy track. We've spoken plenty of times, even on this show, about how it can flatten a horse, particularly a staying type when they sprint well fresh. So he's running the Chipping Norton. I didn't think it was too bad under those circumstances. Nash rides him on Saturday. He rode him to win the Lexus, which qualified him for the Melbourne Cup. I think he's a horse that's just underrated by everyone. He got under my guard throughout the whole spring. I had him no chance in the Melbourne Cup, and there he is running fourth. I just wouldn't be surprised if he's one of those progressive types. You wouldn't think typically he could win a Group 1 weight for age race over 2,000 metres, but I'm going to give him a hope in this, and I think Nash can give him a good ride from barrier 1 too. I also give Waller's other horse, Gatewood, a chance. I think he's coming along quite nicely, and I thought his second up run was better than his first up run, which is...
It'd want to be.
Yes.
Gee whiz, I know a choke.
Yeah.
It'd want to be.
I'm tipping those two. I don't want to be on 5.5 star at the price. I don't think Silent Achiever's going as well as she was last year. People are going to boo me for that. My lucky days, probably not a bad price, but I think it's short of his best over 2,000. Can't have Manigar, can't have Sangster, can't have Fortella. When Wingo went bad last start, that's how I've arrived at these two.
Manigar can improve significantly here. I can't back him. I want to see what he does, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him improve sharply. Now, Sangster, I as a rule just pen the Kiwi form, but I'll tell you what, I reckon he's going good, this horse. I do reckon he's going good. He is proven in Sydney. I wouldn't be completely shocked if he came out and ran well. I know he comes back from 3,200 to 2,000, but he does have a turn of foot. Okay, for a stayer, it's a great thing. The Fortellers and Mwingos of this world, I can't go near them. Not for me, no. What I reckon you've gone off earlier with Kalini. I reckon it's Chairman's and Sydney Cup for him. Yeah. My lucky day's not going as well as he was. Gatewood needs to improve massively. Oh, look, Silent Achiever will be winning. She's the best bet of the day. I thought her run at Warwick Farm was outstanding. It was a slowly run race. She was off the bit and gone at the 600, but she picked up in the last 200 metres, was outstanding. Roger James said when she came here, she was always going to improve significantly off her run in the Chipping Norton. She's here for 2 grand finals, which is a Ramvet and the BMW. I've said it before, I think she's the best, potentially the best weight for age horse in Australasia. I'm sticking solid. She'll be winning. 5.5 star. look, I can't have him, but I'm not saying he can't. He just keeps stepping up to the plate.
So the best weight for age horse in Australia got beaten by Monton last start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. This horse has beaten Ocean Park twice and they've raced twice, mate. You want to pluck one thing out of its form guide?
In the Race Hill Guineas, didn't it, last year? Ocean Park ran second, she ran third.
No, Man wins one races, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well.
Anyway, we need to check that. But, mate, don't worry about this. This is a genuine good horse.
Okay.
All right?
I'm not saying she's not. I just...
No, well, you want a potter. You just had a pot at her.
Going as good as she was last
You just
year.
had a pot at her. You've tipped 2 horses that got beaten by Monton. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm not declaring them the best weight for age horses in the country.
So I said it last start and I'm sticking.
Well, I'm just pointing out that Monton beat her at weight for age.
That's right. She wasn't ready. She's ready for this. She's ready for the next one.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I'm no knock for 5.5 star. Like, well, I am, but I'm not. I don't know what I'm saying here. He just keeps stepping up the plate. I just can't keep underestimating him, and I kept judging him on those average performances in Sydney, but he's a different horse. And one thing I'll say, so there is a school of thought, well, his Melbourne form's not his Sydney form. His last 2 runs in Sydney, he won both of them before he went, and he's gone on with it since. So I don't think he's a Melbourne horse over a Sydney horse. I just think he's an improving type. And I do think, as a rule, the 3-year-olds, they're a good crop. They're a very, very good crop, and that's why they are winning weight for age races when they're tackling them.
Yep.
So,
fair enough.
But Silent Achiever will be winning.
Silent Achiever, best bet of the day, eh?
Just better.
All right.